Hi, my name is Luke Brenda. I'm a student at the University of California, Irvine, and I'm taking the TEFL certificate program for teaching English abroad. In a lot of ways, getting first-hand classroom teaching experience is really interesting. I've already done that twice so far this week alone, and that was both challenging as well as really rewarding. It tells me a lot about myself, about what I've learned, what I still need to work on, what sort of strategies are effective for me, how I should act and behave as a teacher. But in all, though, some of my favorite activities have been just interacting with international students, being able to have firsthand experience and helping people with conversation partners is fantastic. You get a great friendship out of also being able to improve your skills and helping someone else improve their speaking skills.
My name is Sarah. I'm taking the certification program for the TEFL certificate for teaching English abroad at the university. A lot of things that I really like about the program, but one of the things that I like the most is the resources available. We were able to teach for one of our assignments. We had to observe and teach in a class, and also we were able to observe any of our teachers. We had to email the program director, and we're able to observe our teachers actually in an ESL classroom, not just in our class. Another highlight too is you're just with the same people, so you have all these little inside jokes from the previous classes, and you just use the same materials, and it's really enjoyable. I think the whole program's a highlight, but the teaching practice and experience you get is actually really helpful, especially since I never taught before.
As far as exactly from what UC Irvine and the extension program has done, it's a great faculty, it's a great resource, something I can continue to look forward to talking to and getting advice from, getting assistance from, even after the program ends. Other great things are the resources available to me right away. It's very easy to be able to walk into another class and observe or teach a language class to international students right away during the week, while we're learning about the sort of strategies and activities that we do. Being able to actually see that in place. Within just a few steps from our regular classroom. Other great things, just the location of it's fantastic. You have already the international students already here.
I have a lot of plans for the future. For going abroad, I'm planning on going to South Korea after this program ends. I've heard great things. There's a lot of resources from my teachers and also other students in my class that lived and taught in Korea. I also want to go to South America after a few years of teaching in South Korea. I'm planning on going to Ecuador. Very, very different places, but I think with this certificate I'll be able to go wherever I want.
An action or an experience and knowledge. Everyone has kind of their own style, and it's cool as a teacher to look back as you're learning to be a teacher, to reflect upon the ways that teachers are behaving in your classroom. Kind of makes you look at teachers a little differently, because you'll see the sort of what strategies are they using, what behaviors are they using, what's their motivation, what are their teaching styles, and what are their methods, and see what works for you, what works for you as a student, what works for you as a teacher. How do you energize a class? How do you get a class to understand? How do you express communication clearly and efficiently? How do you use body language? How do you use kinesthetics and physical response? A lot of teachers have all sorts of different styles and everything, but all of them are very experienced. All of them are very knowledgeable, and although all of them are great resources for students who are looking to learn more about teaching, or even while they're abroad or while they're looking for jobs.
I think that all my teachers are very knowledgeable about their specific subject. I think they did a great job picking the specific teachers. Our teaching English abroad class, our teacher knew about every country that we wanted to go to. Any country you could name, she knew about it. It was a really valuable resource. All the different teachers have very different teaching styles and different methods, and it's just nice. And it's could I do that in my class? I want to try that out in my class. I think the teachers have really prepared us, because they show such a variety of methods, and all the teachers are so friendly and willing to help us. It's really nice when you can rely on a teacher and know that you can just email them whenever, and it's not so much as a student-teacher relationship, but it's almost like a friend that they're helping you out in more ways than one.
Classes themselves are really interesting because it's the same group of kids every day. The same group of people with the same interests. It's a classroom of people who want to be on a different continent a year from now. It's kind of an interesting, pretty unique group of people. It's actually really great to have kind of you see the same people every day and be able to have friends that you see every day. You'll see the same people. So it gets to be a really close-knit group. But it's, as far as the classmates go, there are a variety of backgrounds, a variety of motivations and interests. And altogether, it's a really great group of people who are really excited to get this opportunity.